I, 22F, have been with my boyfriend, 25M, for 2.5 years. He wants a housewife, doesn't acknowledge my efforts, and I'm starting to question everything. I'm in a really confusing place right now. My boyfriend, 25M, and I, 22F, have been together for 2.5 years. Until recently, I had my own apartment and felt good about maintaining my independence. I like having my own space, my own bills, my own routine. I wasn't trying to rush the whole move in together stage. But he insisted. He travels a lot for work and said it was becoming too much to drive back and forth on weekends. His solution was that I move into his place and basically follow him wherever work sends him. He even said it would make sense for me to eventually be a housewife, so that I wouldn't have to worry about my own job. For the record, I never asked to move in, and I have zero desire to be a housewife at 22. But I moved in anyway because I didn't want to create distance, and, at the time, I genuinely loved him enough to try to make things work. Here's the part that's bothering me. He complained that I never show gratitude for him paying rent for both of us. He texted me one night saying that he feels unappreciated because he covers the rent on the place we're living in. Except, even while living with him, I'm still paying rent on my own apartment because I'm not ready to give it up until I know for sure what I want long-term. And on top of that, I work full-time, I cook for us, I clean, I give him massages because he comes home sore and tired. I pay for most of our outings and smaller expenses. I've financially supported him before, and a lot. When he was unemployed, I paid our entire rent, our groceries, helped with clothes, shoes, and even put money into a business idea he wanted to try. He's never once acknowledged any of this. I didn't expect a medal, but hearing him complain that I don't show gratitude honestly stung. Especially because he was the one who insisted I move in. I never asked him to pay for me. I didn't move in because the living conditions were better. I moved in because he pushed for it. I didn't move in so he could take care of me. I moved in so we could spend more time together when his job keeps pulling him away. So hearing him frame me as some sort of burden really hurt. I apologized last night and immediately regretted it. I told him I was sorry for not expressing appreciation more clearly. I genuinely felt bad, but afterward, I realized I was apologizing just to keep the peace. And I resent that, because the truth is, he hasn't acknowledged anything I've done for him. Not once. And now I'm the one feeling like a leech, when for so long I was the one carrying us. It made me question whether this relationship is even healthy anymore. I want a relationship where I feel respected. My independence isn't treated like an inconvenience. My contributions aren't ignored. I'm not pressured into becoming a housewife at 22. Financial support goes both ways when needed, without guilt or scorekeeping. Right now, I don't feel any of that. And I'm scared that if I stay, I'll lose myself more and more until I wake up one day and realize I built my whole life around someone who doesn't see the value I bring. I don't know if I should try to talk to him again or just take this as a sign that we're fundamentally incompatible. After my boyfriend made that comment about me not showing gratitude, it didn't sit right with me. I spent the next whole day thinking about it, replaying all the times I've helped him financially, emotionally, physically, everything. And the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. So when he came home yesterday, I told him we needed to talk. A real talk, not the brushing things under the rug conversations we usually have. I told him that I never asked to move in with him. He insisted because it was convenient for him, not me. He doesn't get to call me ungrateful. After everything I've done for him, I've supported him far more than he's ever acknowledged. I'm not comfortable being pressured into a future I didn't sign up for. He didn't love that. His reaction surprised me. First, he got defensive. He said I was bringing up old stuff, and I shouldn't keep track of who paid what. I told him I wasn't keeping score. I was reminding him that I've already contributed a lot, and he has never once validated that. He said he didn't realize I felt that strongly. But then he followed it with, well, if I'm paying rent for both of us now, it's normal that I expect appreciation for it. I reminded him again that I'm still paying rent at my apartment, the one he begged me not to give up. So in what world is he paying rent for both of us? That honestly shut him up for a moment. Then came the housewife conversation again. He said he only suggested I be a housewife in the future because he thought it would be easier for us to stay together when he travels. I told him that suggesting I give up my job, my identity, my independence, and follow him around isn't easier, it's controlling. He said I was overinterpreting his words. I said I wasn't. I was finally taking them seriously. Then he said something that kind of broke me a little. You act like you don't want to build a life with me. It hit me because I do want that. But not if the life he wants means shrinking mine. For the first time, I told him I'm genuinely unhappy. I told him I feel unappreciated, taken for granted, and pressured into a role I'm not ready for. I said I want a partner, not a provider who holds things over my head. He got quiet, completely quiet, like he didn't know what to do with the information. Then he said, I didn't realize you were thinking about leaving. I never said I was leaving. But the fact that he jumped straight to that possibility says a lot. We didn't resolve anything. He said he Needs time to think. I said I do too. We slept in the same bed but didn't talk. It felt like two strangers sharing a mattress. This morning he left for work early. No kiss goodbye, no, love you, nothing. Just a closed door behind him. And now I'm sitting here staring around the apartment he wanted me to move into, feeling more like a guest than a girlfriend. I don't know what's happening, but the dynamic has shifted. I used to feel like we were a team. Now I feel like we're on opposite sides, waiting to see who cracks first. Part of me hopes he reflects and understands where I'm coming from. Another part of me thinks this is not going to work out. Update. Hello again. First, thank you all so much for your feedback. I read every comment and message, and it honestly helped me feel grounded. I'm sorry for disappearing. I needed some time to get my head straight before deciding what to do. After thinking about everything, I decided I owed it to myself to have one final, real conversation with him. If he showed genuine understanding or at least willingness to work on things, maybe we could try again. If he didn't, then that was my sign. Well, tonight, I sat him down and calmly explained how I've been feeling, disrespected, dismissed, and completely alone in a relationship that was supposed to be a partnership. I told him exactly how the housewife expectation comments made me feel devalued, and how the way he speaks to me sometimes crosses into belittling. He didn't take a second to listen. Instead, he immediately launched into how I was the selfish one. How I never consider his feelings. How I treat him badly by bringing up problems. It was like watching someone flip a switch, all defensiveness, no accountability. And in that exact moment, something inside me just clicked. I didn't debate him. I didn't try to defend myself. I didn't cry. For once, the fog lifted, and every single thing I'd been doubting about myself suddenly made sense. I quietly got up, packed the last few things I had at his place, and told him I was leaving. He kept talking, but I didn't hear any of it. I was already done. I walked out, blocked him on everything, and that was it. And honestly, I feel relief. Like physical relief. I can breathe again. It hurts, but not the way I expected. It's more like stepping out of a room I didn't realize had been suffocating me.